Health and peace and happiness for everyone. Ashreinu, how good and beautiful is our heritage. Parashat Dvarim, Shabbat Chazon, Tafshin Pei Bet. Eile hadvarim asher diber Moshe. These are the words of Moshe Rabbeinu. What do the words of Moshe have in common with the vision, Chazon Yisha'ayahu ben Amotz, the vision of the Navi, the prophet Yisha'ayahu concerning Yerushalayim? This is the haftarah of Shabbat Parashat Dvarim, and that's why this Shabbat is called Shabbat Chazon. Let's start with Shabbat Chazon. In the Warsaw Ghetto, the Piaseczna Rebbe, Rabbi Kloni Muskalman Shapira, gave his drashot in the ghetto. The last drasha that we have from him is from Shabbat Chazon Tafshin Bet, 1942. And he asks, why do we name the Shabbat Chazon after this prophecy? He brings a midrash that there are different names for nevuot, for prophecies, different titles, and chazut kashami kulan. Using the word chazon, chazut, something that you envision, something that you see, is the most difficult of all. And he says, why? Because when you hear something, it seems far. When you see it with your own eyes, it's very difficult. The difficulty of the Jews in the ghetto is not the same, of course, as someone who hears about it. When you see it with your own eyes, it's the most difficult. And that was the last drasha that we have from him. On that week of Tisha B'Av, 1942, the Nazis started rounding up the Jews in the ghetto. How typical of Jewish history. But the tikkun, the balance, the good, positive balance of this is that a chazon of nechama, a vision of consolation, can give us strength because we see it like the prophet sees it with his eyes. So when we see his vision, that can give us strength. So the prophet Yisha'ayahu is giving a vision for Am Yisrael. Rabbi Shmuel David Luzzatto of the 19th century in Italy says that the role of a prophet is not to be a fortune teller. The role of the prophet is to give a vision, to give us an idea of where we should be going, to tell the people what are we doing right and where is that going to take us positively, what are we doing wrong and where are we going to reach that we don't want to get to if we don't stop it. He quotes the pasuk in Mishlei, Be'ein chazon yipara am. Without vision, the people become unrestrained. The role of a leader is to give the people a vision so that that can guide their behavior in a positive direction based on this vision. The prophet Yisha'ayahu, who is a prophet of nechama, of good prophecies, of good things that will happen in the future and gives us consolation, starts off Sefer Yisha'ayahu with tochecha, with rebuke of the people, because he says to us, this is the vision of what Yerushalayim should be like. When we're not doing that, this is where we are going to reach. This is the negative place that we are going to reach. Let's turn it around to the positive vision, the chazon of what Yerushalayim should be like. In Perek Bet, Yisha'ayahu again has a vision. This is Hadavar Asher Chazai Yisha'ayahu al Yehuda v'Yerushalayim. This is what Yisha'ayahu envisions for Yehuda and Yerushalayim, that Beit HaMikdash will be at the top of the hill. The nations will come to learn Emunah and Torah from Yerushalayim, and there will be peace in the world. This is also the vision, the positive vision that Yisha'ayahu puts in place for Yerushalayim. Also, Moshe Rabbeinu is giving his vision to Am Yisrael. Moshe is separating, is leaving Am Yisrael. They're going to continue without him. He wants to leave us with all of Sefer Dvarim, which is the vision of Moshe Rabbeinu, so we will know what to beware of and how to behave positively, how to always remember Yetziat Mitzrayim, remember what it is like to be a slave, so that we will be sensitive to other people and other things. This is the vision that Moshe Rabbeinu is leaving us with for all generations. When we have a good vision of our leaders like Moshe Rabbeinu, like Yisha'ayahu Hanavi, then we know how to guide ourselves in a positive direction, how not to go in a negative direction that is going to lead us to destruction. And this is what we have to remember around Tisha B'Av. This is what is common to both the vision that Moshe Rabbeinu leaves with us before he leaves us, and the vision of Yisha'ayahu for Yerushalayim And when these visions come together, this is going to guide us to a good place. And this is what we put together from Moshe and Yisha'ayahu on Shabbat Parashat Dvarim, Shabbat Chazon, Shabbat Shalom.